What's up, fellas? So, as you can see, we are tore back apart. I ended up selling everything for the T56 setup, the exhaust, the control pack, the engine harness. I ended up selling everything because I'm gonna be putting a automatic 6R80. Now, before you go talking shit, I do have a valid reason. I had a work-related injury, tore a ligament in my knee. I got some real bad inflammation underneath my kneecap. So it's just a little difficult for me to drive stick. It's not bad, I can, but after a while in traffic, it does start bothering me. And to be honest, I just kind of got bored with the car. So, I mean, I've never had an automatic muscle car or anything. So I'm going to walk you guys through small things on how to get the 6R80 in there. That's what I'm going with, out of an F-150. It's exactly the same. The torque converter is a little bit lower on the F-150, and the price is definitely lower on the F-150 transmission as opposed to the Mustang one. The only difference is like some little bosses for the bracket, for the throttle cable bracket. But I've been talking to Power by the Hour, and they've been giving me all the. I just bought a couple brackets to make it work. I'll walk you guys through that right now. I haven't got it yet. The only thing I got so far was I am gonna have the stock. I'm gonna have the stock shifter, which I kept. Good thing. I put the automatic pedals back in, and I'm gonna be using the cruise control buttons for upshift and downshift, like paddle shift, pretty much. I'm just kind of mocking it up right now. Same motor. I sold the tranny, harness, headers, exhaust. I sold everything already to a friend who's also doing a swap. It was the same motor, 6R80 out of a 2012 F-150, 2013 F-150. Same thing. It is right there. You can see it. It has to be the two-wheel drive F-150. The only difference between the 6R80 F-150 and the 6R80 Mustang one is the Mustang one has like a bosses right here to hold the throttle cable. This one, I ordered a bracket from Power by the Hour that's going to pretty much make this any shifter, like a 4R70W shifter or a Fox body shifter, you'll be able to use it. And then it comes with a bracket that goes to these two existing holes, or back here maybe, and it holds the linkage cable or the shifter cable in place. And then there's another bracket that stops it, because you're going to have power, reverse, neutral, drive, and then D2 on the stock shifter is going to be sport mode pretty much. And then I'm going to wire in the paddle shift into the pretty much off-the-shelf control pack. Only thing I got left right now is I need the cross member and I need Driveshaft. I need to figure out the Driveshaft. So pretty much from what Power by the Hour said is the stock 11 to 14 Driveshaft will work. I'm going to pretty much convert it into a one piece, maybe cut the ends off and have a shop put it all together and balance it out for me. I did have to change the engine harness. The engine harness is different from 6R80. Now that's only on the Gen 2. Keep in mind, this is Gen 2, 15 to 17. So I did have to change the engine harness, the control pack, everything. I pretty much started over again. If you have a Gen 1, from what they told me, don't quote me, I haven't done one yet, but from what Power by the Hour told me, if you have a Gen 1, you can pretty much just add on to your existing control pack harness. So if you're pretty much, honestly, if you're just starting your Coyote swap, it is a lot cheaper to go with the 6R80. I always thought it was a lot more expensive. It's a lot cheaper. All that, like bell housings, everything pretty much. The only thing that is a lot more expensive is the BBK swap headers, which have really good fitment, are about $650 now, $700. And I had to get American Racing headers for 6R80. Those were $1,400. So that is what's going to be the biggest difference on the price point. The transmission, I paid less than $600 from a junkyard with warranty, decent mileage. I'm using the stock Mustang converter that I got from a friend, and shout out Ever. And I had to get a new control pack, new all that. So I sold everything. Luckily, I know like 3 or 4 people right now that are doing Coyote swaps, only one of which has a Gen 2 motor. So I sold him my T56, bell housing, cross member, drive shaft. I sold him the headers, the full exhaust, control pack. I gave him a pretty good deal on all that. And I've pretty much I haven't came out of my pocket for anything yet. All that money that I got back from the stuff I sold, I threw it right back in it, and I haven't came out of my pocket at all, like anything for this yet. So now I only need cross member, drive shaft, and that's it pretty much to get it running. I mean, obviously I'm going to need a tune and like the small things here and there, fluid and all that. I might come out of my pocket a couple $100. That's it. But anyway, so right now I was just kind of mocking it up, seeing the torque converter's not on there. Again, the engine harness I had to change. This is it here. It's a cool little plug right here. Like it just really, boop. So that comes on the engine harness. The control pack is different. Power by the Hour does sell a control pack where they wire up it's 3 wires that are for the sport mode feature where you can use paddle shifts. Now the tuner I go to, AED, said he pretty much, I mean, in a nutshell, he said he wouldn't want to tune the car unless it has paddle shifts. So I bought a control pack from LMR. Ford Racing guys send me the diagram to wire it up. The select the shift they call it. Select the shift, whatever it is. And I'm going to add it in myself. It's 3 wires. It looks fairly simple. I think I should be able to do it, and I'll probably save about $600 by doing it myself. Engine bay on this, fuck, it looks horrible right now to me. I mean, once the motor's in there, it probably doesn't look bad, but excuse the train that's about to come by. I might do the engine bay, depending on what the control pack looks like. I want to put the control pack to where like the fuse box is here. I'll be able to see the computer. Thank you. I'll be able to see the computer, like put the fuse, everything exposed. That way it kind of covers up some of the holes, and then it's just a lot more convenient. I had a starter fuse go out one time, and I did have the fuse box in the fender, and that was kind of a bitch. Luckily it happened here. I will be adding power steering once the car's running and everything. Manual brakes, I swear they don't bother me. I actually like them with Cobra brakes and all that. It's actually cool. So stock shifter, select shift, 6R80 going in, new control pack, new engine harness. So yeah, if you're on the fence, if you're doing a Coyote swap and you're kind of on the fence, like should you do manual or auto or whatever, I know one of my boys told me, I sent him a picture of the shifter in my car, the auto shifter back in the car, and he tells me don't forget to cut your nuts off too. I know some people like to talk shit about that, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really trying to make a race car or nothing. I'm just looking for something I can actually drive now. My fucked up knee. So yeah, it's honestly a lot cheaper once you do the math. You have to buy the control pack regardless. The control pack for the auto and the stick is pretty much the same price. You gotta buy a control pack anyway. If you plan on going auto in the future, just buy all the auto shit. Dude, literally, tranny's like $500, $600, $700, $1,000 depending on mileage. Control pack, you got to buy that anyway. And then everything else is just pretty much things you're gonna need anyway. The only thing you're really gonna spend a lot more on is the headers. You're not gonna have to worry about breaking clutches and all that. And like I said, I've had nothing but manual cars my whole life. All my 50s have been manual cars, T5s, TKOs, T56. I had a 3550. So I've been letting my nuts hang for a while, man. Don't let the 6R80 confuse you, man. So yeah, I'll be kind of walking through it. There's really not much more to explain about it. I mean, if you guys got some questions, let me know. There's really not much to explain about it. It's pretty straightforward. Same swap. I'm using stock torque converter, stock flex plate, new block plate. Took out the throttle bearing with the bread method. Power by the Hour also sells like some fittings right there that'll convert it to AN. I'm gonna run a trans cooler to the front. I'm not gonna put like an individual fan. Just gonna run a trans cooler in front of the condenser. The fan actually works really good, so pretty basic shit, man. I'm just cleaning things up, running all the wiring. Once I get my control pack, I'm gonna run the control pack again. Run the control pack. I'm gonna hopefully the headers fit, man. That's one thing. Hopefully the headers clear good. Once I get the headers, I'll slap them on. If I can put the headers on with if I could put the motor in with just the headers, not the transmission, then I prefer to put the motor in with the headers on, drop it in, and then put the tranny up to it. Now that's if it'll work like that. Bell housing doesn't separate from the transmission, obviously, so I might have to put it all in together at once, which I'm hoping I don't have to, because it might be a little more complicated, but we'll see. Again, same motor and all that shit, same car, everything's gonna need another tune. So I'm still doing the 4-cylinder swap, still doing that. Car's still sitting over there. I just, like I said, I haven't had time. I just got my little daily back. There's the other Mustang. I'm not dailying that no more, so that's good. But yeah, man, if y'all got some questions about the 6R80 swap, man, let me know. I'll keep y'all updated.